Hey everybody, welcome to the another episode. In this episode, we will learn how to create dot background, which is pretty cool. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to like the video. Okay, sit back, relax and enjoy the show. First things first, create a composition here. Let's call it dot animation. It would be 1080 by 1920. The frame would be 24 and the length is 8 seconds here, and we don't need background because we will create a background with solid. Hit OK and right click in the timeline panel and add a solid here. Let's call it background. The color would be blue dark and hit OK. I will lock it because I don't want to move the background here. Let's create our dots. Just turn on grid here, zoom to the corner and add a perfect circle here. It's cool to me. I will move it to the end of the composition. It's nice. Okay, now we need a repeater in the setting of your shape layer. We have add here. You can add a repeater here. Just open up the repeater. Let's add some repeater. It would be for about 20. Go to the transform of the repeater, not transform of the layer, just the repeater. And let's change the position. If you hold down Alt, you can adjust the details a small amount, but if you don't do it, it's really hard to control the layer. I'm gonna set it to here. We should check it later on. Let's leave this setting here open. Go to effects and presets, add motion tile, add it to your layer. Let's check it. Add a keyframe here. Go to 4 seconds. Add just change the amount of tile center a little bit until 0, for example. Let's check it. There's a gap here, as you can see. Now we need to fix the position here. Hold down Alt and fix it. It's not important to be 100% accurate. Now we have a motion tile here. I did this because I want to loop it, because I want to have a full loop here. We need another repeater. Let's add the another repeater. Close this one, add the other one. In this one, we need to have more copies in the y-axis. Go to transform repeater. In the position, set the x to 0 and the y to 100. Let's add more copies here. It would be 20 for me, which is quite nice. Let's turn off the grid here. I need to adjust my layer. Just move it a little bit. Okay, hit U and change the keyframe to the end of the timeline. Let's see, what do we have here? This is great. Okay, now I will remove the motion tile because I don't need it for now. Let's right click on shape layer and pre-compose your layer. Set it, move all attributes into the new composition and call it dot. Hit OK. And now we need to turn off the 3D. When you turn it on and hit R, you can see the rotation. Change the Y rotation to 90 and with this angles you can move it to the end of the composition. I will set it here. Let's see. Okay, great. And I will add the motion tile to my layer, and now I will set up some keyframes, add tile center, and go to the end. Set it to 0. No difference, it depends on you. I would like to change it to 80. Now duplicate your layer, hit R, and change the position of your layer to the beginning of the composition here. It's 80. Let's set it to 100. Close the layers to have some space, and let's see what do we have. Okay, great. And now I will add a fill effect here. Let's add a fill. You can change the color that you want. It would be nice blue. Let's copy this one to this one. And now I will pre-compose one more time our layers. Pre-compose, and let's call it final dot. Hit OK. In this part, I will select my layer and select the ellipse tool. We need to create a mask here. I want to create a mask from here to here. Just simply invert the mask and hit F, go to the mask feather and change the mask feather to the infinity, which is pretty cool. Okay, now I need to scale it up. Just press S and scale it up. It depends on you. If you don't do that. For now, I would like to add a glow effect to the layer. Let's add a glow effect to the layer. I don't want to change the details here. Might I will change the glow radius a little, not too much, which is pretty cool. Let's add a text, for example. Let's call it inside motion graphic. With option command and home, set the anchor point to the center of your object, and with command and home, set it to the center. Go to paragraph and make sure you're gonna set it to center text. Again, set it to the center. Go to the character and let's make some space between our layer. Again, option command home, set it to the center. We have two ways to animate our text. The first one is to go to effects and presets, go to the animation presets, and we have text. We have a bunch of animations here, but I won't do it. I won't use it. I will always open up the setting here and go to animation. I would like to add position and add a property opacity. The position would be about 50 and the opacity is 0. If you go to the range selector, you have more access to the layer, to the details of your text. I would like to add a start keyframe here, about 2 seconds. It would be 100. Let's see, what do we have. It's gonna be like this, but I don't want to have characters by characters. Open up the advanced. Let's change based onto the word. Let's see, word by word. I would like to change height ease to 50 and ease low to 50 as well. We have a beautiful text animation here. If you want to have a random, you can turn on the random here, and I won't suggest that. Okay, select your keyframes, hit F9, or right clicks and keyframes assistant and easy ease them. Go to the graph editor and change the graph editor like this. Press A 2 times and close them all. Go to the beginning and just the text, hit U. Just copy these keyframes, Command C or Control C. Go to the 6 second and paste them. Simply right click here, go to keyframe assistance and time reverse to keyframes. Let's see, what do we have? You can use it for Instagram or YouTube story as a loop. And if you want to have a background, it is really simple. Just add, let's say, a null object here. Option command home and command home set to the center. The background and the final dot just parent to the null. Hit R, change it to 90, and now we need to change our composition width and height. It would be 1920 by 1080, and hit OK. And now we have white, so you can post it on your YouTube if you want it. You can even make it more interesting. Just go to effects and presets, search for lens, and add a CC lens into your final dot. Set it size to 150. And you can have a little bit fishy eyes around. It depends on you. You can change the details here, like this, and like this one. We can put it to minus 200 and hit S and scale it a little bit. There's a fishy eyes around your composition, which is quite nice. I really love this one, which is pretty cool. Having a solid background is really boring, so this one makes your motion interesting. This is it. I hope you're gonna like it, and don't forget to like the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next episode.